For all of you sitting out there, this one is for our seniors. This is our day. We play for each other, but we also play for the one who can't play today. I started playing soccer when I was 5 or 6 years old. My best friend's dad, who actually was my neighbor, started this team. He kind of just brought me over in his backyard one day, and there's like a soccer ball sitting there, and I just started playing soccer. And then I switched to an actual club team when I was about 8 years old.
She had an avid interest and showed her competitive side right away, even at age 7. Had to be the fastest, had to be the one with the ball, but she loved it really from day one.
Aly excelled as a 4-year starter in high school, earning a spot on the Wisconsin All-Star team. Upon graduation, Aly selected Ball State. She was quickly introduced to a future teammate.
I asked a girl on my team, hey, can I have Brooklyn's number? And she gave me Aly's by accident.
Sam has been my best friend. She was my first friend here.
Ever since that night, we became best friends because we just randomly texted.
Aly's soccer career at Ball State didn't have such great beginnings.
When I came to Ball State, I actually had a broken foot and I wasn't able to practice right away with the team. I felt kind of distant when I first got here. I didn't have that bond with my teammates, being on the field, practicing with them every day. I was off on the side rehabbing and trying to get ready for when I would have time on the field.
Rather than consider that a setback, Aly, in her forward-looking, positive way, she comes into Ball State and more determined than ever. She had great support right away from the team and from the trainers.
I had a disadvantage compared to everyone else. Coming back and trying to earn playing time was not easy at all, especially as a freshman.
During her sophomore season, she fractured the L5 in her back, causing her to miss the end of the year. Having played sparingly in the first 2 seasons because of injuries, Aly stayed in Muncie over the summer to compete at a higher level in preparation for her junior season.
My first game, it was raining so hard I couldn't see anything in front of me. I cut across to set up my shot, and I just felt something in my knee snap. I just knew right then and there that my junior season wasn't going to happen. I knew that my junior season was over.
Here she had worked so hard and done so much to move on from the broken foot and the stress fracture of the back. And here we are sitting right before her junior year, and now she's been diagnosed with an ACL tear.
I called Sam and I told her, I think I just tore my ACL.
Sam could resonate with Aly, having torn her ACL twice and missing nearly 2 years due to injury.
I'll help you no matter what. I'll be here for you no matter what. Whatever you need, I will always be here.
On days that I wanted to quit, Sam was there to tell me no, I'm not letting you do that. And on days that she wanted to quit, I was there to tell her I'm not letting you do that.
It's always better if you know somebody who's gone through it because it helps you out tremendously.
When I hit that rock bottom stage, I wouldn't have gotten out of it if it wasn't for Sam. I just had no motivation left. She's my best friend. She's helped me through some of the hardest times that I've been through, so I can't thank her enough for that. And at that point, I had no idea how much I was about to need her these next 2 years of my college career.
Aly began thinking of a career off the field. Her eyes were opened into a new field of study.
One of my good friends, JC Obringer, I always saw him when I was playing behind the camera and running these live ESPN events, and I kind of was always curious about it, but I never really knew much about it.
Hap's got to get that rub.
I kind of was asking him about it and was just what do you guys do? And he said he's a member of Ball State Sports Link. And I was I could see myself doing that. I know that I always wanted to work with sports.
While attempting to make a comeback on the field for one last season, Aly joined SportsLink to pursue a new passion. A familiar face helped her start on the right foot.
She's majoring in telecommunications and news journalism. Since I've had the opportunity to be a color analyst for my own team, we kind of have also gone hand in hand with that. That's what she wants to do for a living. So the first time that I was asked to do that, I kind of freaked out, and I was I've never done this before. What do I do?
We want to do this together, and I feel if it's your best friend doing it with you, nothing can stop you.
While making strides in her career off the field, Aly's career on the field received yet another blow.
It was about 10 months into my recovery, and I just kind of like felt like something wasn't right. I found out a few days later that I had re-torn my meniscus. So I was like, oh, like that kind of sucks, but it's a quicker recovery. Like I'll be back in a couple weeks if I get this fixed. And so surgery day came, and I went in I had this like weird feeling in my gut. Like, I don't know, something I feel like it just isn't gonna go right. The next thing I remember was waking up, and I just had like a throbbing pain in my knee. So I looked down and I saw a immobilizer on my knee. They fixed my meniscus, and that was a simple part of the surgery, but my body had rejected my first ACL graft that I had. My body just didn't accept it the way it was supposed to, so I woke up and I found out that I had another ACL surgery without tearing my ACL. When I woke up from surgery was kind of when the rock bottom started for me. It was just like, why is this happening to me? Like, after this, it was the first time I had ever really doubted myself. I was like, I don't know if I can come back from this. The hardest thing for me to accept was when I did wake up from surgery, the first thought that I had was, I don't get to play my senior year. Like, my soccer career is over.
Not able to step foot on the field again as a player, Aly had one last moment with her team, this time on senior day.
Every home game, like the first 7 home games of non-conference, we write senior letters to the team. And I obviously dedicated mine to Aly because it felt like the right thing to do, and it was senior day.
So today we play for our families, we play for our team, we play for the seniors, and today we play for Aly.
Realizing her time on the field had come to an end, Aly turned her full attention to SportsLink for the remainder of her senior year.
Me having all these injuries throughout these 4 years was a blessing in disguise.
She finally found the niche that she really enjoys for school and being in this digital sports program.
Today in the match, and I think if they're able to get a goal early, it's really going to set the tone for the rest of the game.
I don't feel like she wouldn't have this opportunity if she still played soccer. And because she has had this opportunity, she can now realize that this is what she wants to do and what she loves.
In Ball State's favor last season, it's the best decision I've ever made. I'm so glad that, Ball State has something like this to offer, because if I wouldn't have found SportsLink at the time that I did, like, I would still be rock bottom.
But she says that I'm her inspiration when I feel like she's mine, because I could never do what she did.
I couldn't ask more of her. She's been doing everything she could be doing possibly, so I'm proud of her.
Julia Elbow has been an offensive powerhouse for Ball State throughout MAC play. I never would have thought that, I would have an ESPN mic in my hand. I never thought that I would be watching my teammates from the press box rather than standing on the sideline with them. But now that that is my new reality, like, I couldn't be more thankful for it.